Let us come to the core of today's discussion. You can talk my audience through the step-by-step process of getting started with the SEO-led content within 3 days.
Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting, and this is a topic that I've been very vocal about in the last 2 to 3 months. In fact, I've written a very detailed article about this on my LinkedIn newsletter called Elevate Your Marketing with the exact same title, Getting Started with SEO-led Content in 3 days. So what I've done is I have divided the entire process into 3 steps across the 3 days. So on day one, you have what is called research and content analysis. On day two, you have topic ideation and detailed keyword analysis. On day three, you have the content creation bit, creating your first piece of content. So this is how I have categorized the entire framework into 3 steps. So let me get into some more details. What I'll try to do is I will not get into the very details of everything because that is going to consume a lot of time. But rather, I'll try to give you uh, a skeleton of the entire framework. You can actually go back and look at my article to understand the process in detail. So starting with day one, where you do research and content analysis. So this is the foundation of your SEO framework for the 3 days. And when it comes to SEO, primarily there are two types of content. One is blog, and the other one is your product or core service pages, or even home pages, white paper landing pages, and other pages you have on your website. And the approach for research and content analysis remains more or less same for both the categories. There might be some smaller differences, but it primarily involves 2 to 3 steps. One is finding finding keywords, finding the core keywords for your business. And this is basically, this can be done in different ways. You can go look at a competitor's website, look at their individual pages, put that URL into an SEO tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs, and find the keywords they are ranking for. Now, if you one way to do it is to go manually to each of these pages, pick the URL, put that into the tool, and come up with keywords. But you can do this at scale by doing something called a keyword gap analysis, wherein you take your own product or service pages URL, uh, you put that into the tool. You also compare it. You also add one or two of your, or more, two or three of your competitors' product or service pages, and you compare these pages to come up with a list of keywords that your competitor is ranking for, but you are not. So this is called a keyword gap analysis or a content gap analysis. You can use the tool of your choice, whether it's SEMrush or Ahrefs. All tools come with this particular feature, and this is how you come up with a new list of keywords. The second thing is what I briefly touched upon earlier, which is finding trending topics, which you can do by looking at online and offline magazines in your space, podcasts, newsletters, YouTube channels, industry leaders and influencers, etc. But if you want to do this at scale again in a consolidated manner, there are tools that help you do this. And one of my favorite tools is called Spark Toro, Toro, which is actually founded by or developed by Rand Fishkin, who was the founder of Moz. This tool gives you a consolidated list of all websites, YouTube channels, podcasts, LinkedIn profiles, etc., that talk about a particular topic in your niche. There are also other tools which you can leverage for this, for finding industry trends, such as exploring topics, answer the public, Google Trends, BuzzSumo, etc. So this is the second step. So you started with finding keywords in your space by comparing with your competitors. Second, you find trending topics. Now you want to expand this and identify newer keyword opportunities. You can't just rely on your competitor to come up with keywords, right? Which is where you look at other techniques like comparing your website with blogs or online magazines in your space that are creating good content. You can also use the related keywords method, wherein you put in your individual keywords in a tool and the in an SEO tool, and the tool will give you related keywords. There are a few more techniques where you look at review websites. You can use an intent intelligence tool. Uh, you can also look for variants of a specific word. Let's say, for example, you have a meeting scheduler app, and instead of using meeting scheduler, you can try a phrase like appointment schedule. So this is how you come up with related keywords as well. So the process is almost similar for your product or key service pages and blogs. There might be slight differences, but overall, this is how it really looks like. So the research and content analysis process involves three things: finding your core keywords, uh, finding industry trends, and coming up with related or newer keyword opportunities.
Makes sense.